Hey y'all, it is Sunday morning. We had our first cold front come through and I have a jacket on. That's how cold I am. Most of you would probably think this feels so good, but to me, yeah, I want my 90s back. So I'm making some changes. Are you surprised? I'm making some changes in my garden. Imagine that. And as I walk down there to show you what I'm working on, we're going to go by that narrow leaf sunflower. It's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Everybody should have one. Everybody should have one. If it's native to your area, it's has such fall color. You know what I'm discovering with a lot of these native plants that I'm adding to my garden is fall is definitely a thing in Florida. It is, but you got to have the right plants. You got to have the native plants to see it. So let's go see it. So look at that. I mean, you can't miss it. You can't miss it. It's this huge profusion of blooms. I hope it lasts. I haven't researched to see how long the blooms last. I kinda don't want to know because I don't want to be sad. I hope it lasts a long time. Look at this. I can't get over it. And you know, I don't even think the camera picks up how incredible this narrow leaf sunflower is. Let me show you what's going on right now. When it gets cold out, French bulldogs get what's called the zoomies. I know other dogs get them too. But on these crisp fall mornings, they are just full of energy. Okay, back to the flower. I'm just going to slowly walk around and let you see. I mean, it's full circle. And then I'll come stand back from this end. Look at that. And it's huge. And it's right smack in the middle of my garden. Oh my gosh, I love it. Great addition. And, you know, this has taken center stage, but right behind it is still the other mystery plant. Now, so far, this is what we've got. I hope that's not all that it does. I hope it gets some color. And then we'll find out what it is. And I'm kind of hoping it's something different than yellow. So this, I don't know. We'll keep checking back for that too. But if this blooms soon, while this one is still blooming, oh my gosh, that's just going to be something. And you can see in the background my swamp milkweed. No, not my swamp milkweed. My swamp. No, it's not swamp anything, y'all. It's my sleepy hibiscus. The bright pink, you can see my sleepy hibiscus still blooming, still lots of buds to come. So it's incredible. And this section of my garden here, still in love with. The salvias are all bursting with color. I've got the little pops of yellow from the Rudbeckia hirta and the cutleaf coneflowers. And then, of course, the tithonia, the pentas. I love it. But over here is the butterfly haven. And I'm cleaning it out. That's right. Because everybody's inside in the Lepidarium, and I'm loving that. So I'm not quite done yet, but all the plants that were in the enclosure are out, and I took the enclosures and cleaned them out and put them up. Because there's really no point in having them in here if I'm not going to keep caterpillars, and then the plants can stay in here and just be free. And just kind of like a little quiet escape. But the caterpillars are going in the Lepidarium, especially after what I went through with something eating holes in these enclosures. That's just not okay with me, to go through all the work and get them to become like J hangers, and then something just eats through and eats them. Where I know in my garden room in the Lepidarium that's not happening. So what am I gonna do next year with this? I have some thoughts going on. I might try and build my own thing. I don't know. We'll see. But it's always fun. That's why I garden by inspiration. Butterfly Gardening Inspirations. Just things will pop in my head and I'm like, oh, that's a great idea. And I just do it because it's my garden and I can. And I love that. It just keeps getting better and better. All right, let me go show you a couple other things. So here we are again. But if we turn right over here, I have this little garden with a red penta and some salvia. There's some more pentas coming up in there. There's a little bit of goldenrod, and I have this that's just stuck there. That's not staying there. I don't know what I want to do with it yet. But look what's popping up right around the bend. Look at that. I put that giant milkweed in the ground right here, and I think it's going to be gorgeous. Look at the white flowers. I've already taken some cuttings of it and washed them and put them in the Lepidarium for the caterpillars. It's beautiful. So this area gets full sun, so it should grow and be very happy here. And I look forward to watching that happen. And right here's my lakeside sunflower. I deadheaded it, and I've been wondering, what does it do? Because this is a new to me plant. Normally, like when you deadhead a Mexican sunflower, it'll send out a new shoot down at the next leaf. But I don't think that's what these guys do, because I just noticed, look who's down here. See, there's another stem coming up with a little bud on the top. So I'm wondering if I should trim these taller stems all the way down. I don't know. Time will tell. Let me know if you know, because I absolutely love these guys. And you guys, yesterday, my husband and I were out running some errands, and we just randomly decided to stop at the nectary. And I didn't film. I'm sorry. I did pick up a couple new plants, because look, they have this sneezeweed. Now, this is a different variety of sneezeweed. Look how fuzzy it is. So my other... the dogs are saying good morning. My other sneezeweed, which is over by the narrow leaf sunflower, it likes an aquatic setting or wet, moist, but this one likes a drier setting. So this one's going to go in the wildflower garden. And I also picked up some more cut leaf coneflowers that I'm going to be potting up in just a little bit. I got this guy right here, which is an orange coneflower. I'm not sure when it blooms, but that one was a new one. And what are you? This one right here too. Rudbeckia mollis. I picked that up also. And it's got some blooms on them. Looks like it's going to be yellow. I'm going to add that to the wildflower garden too. Which my intention today is to get all those plants that I bought in the ground, and then we'll see how gorgeous they all are together. Oh my gosh. And you guys, when I get home from work, it's darker out, and when we change the clocks, are we changing the clocks? I know there was some law people voted on to not do that, but I don't know when that starts. Anyway, when it gets darker in the evenings, just being out in my garden is going to be really challenging, and I'm just going to be down to my weekends. So I haven't seen a lot of butterflies, but yesterday it was warmer. I didn't have to wear a jacket. And I saw a lot of butterflies. I saw Gulf fritillaries. I saw the zebra longwing. I saw 3 queens. I saw 1 monarch and some long-tailed skippers. So I was so pleased to see that. I have been hunting like mad looking for eggs. I mean, meticulously going through plants. And I have been successful finding some eggs, and a lot of them are hatching. So a little bit later, we'll go in the Lepidarium, which I know the last time we were in there, like you saw the babies and you saw everybody, but everybody's getting big and they're really cute, especially the queens. I've got a lot of queens, so I'm loving that. And there were 3 in here yesterday, so there's probably more eggs. So, you know, I'll be hunting. I will be hunting. So I've got my little mountain that I made, and the plants seem to be doing well, except the one in the middle. Let me get closer. I mean, it's still got some green leaves on it, but it's like very crunchy. This one seems happy. This one, like, this is coming up, but I don't think this is that, because the leaves are totally different. So I don't know what that is. We're just gonna watch and see. But it looks like it's coming out at the base. Maybe it has basil leaves. I bet that's what it has, because look over here. And then look, there's this thing coming up here. I don't know what that is. So it's a curiosity. My lakeside sunflower seems happy here. But again, it doesn't have any current blooms on it. But it's still looking sparse in here. I mean, look. Look at how beautiful this is. And then you get here and it's like scrappy. Look at all that. So I might put some potted things in there, just to, again, make it look better as a view, like from here. See, you can just see. Beautiful. Scrappy. Beautiful. There's Coco. Hi, Coco. Hi, sweet girl. I do have this pot right here that has this very tall, blooming Mexican sunflower. Maybe I can put that in there. And then I could throw some more seeds, sunflower seeds in there. Oh my gosh, y'all, look how cute this is. Look, there is a seed pod for blue milkweed, and there's a little ladybug just tucked in there. Isn't that adorable? Hello, little booger. Look how tall this balloon milkweed is. That's right here too. It's like way taller than me. So here we are at the Florida native wildflower specimen garden. How about that? I honestly think in every video I've called this something different. So it is my intention to get all these potted things into the ground, and the couple of new ones I bought, and get their signs, which I have to go on Amazon and order more signs. I'll link these signs below too in my Amazon links, because I really like them. Alright, you guys, so I'm still working on this little area up here by my chair, and yeah, right there. You guys, I just had another inspiration. Why do I have all those pots there? Why don't I turn that space into a little garden? Like a little garden by my chair. Like my whole big garden, but my little special garden by my chair. That's what I'm gonna do. So I've already moved some of the pots out. I'm gonna move all these pots out. I'm gonna swing the fence out to here so it comes straight out beside my chair, and then I'll probably put some little stones in there, and look at that whole little garden space I can create. And all these things that are here I can just put in the ground. Why are they in pots anyway? Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Here we go. You know what? I'm gonna put in some of the swamp milkweed that I bought at Sweet Bay. Remember they were buy two, get one free? All three right here. It'll be perfect. This is what's going on in my garden space. This is what I'm having to work around. Okay, y'all, I think it's safe to say a couple of things. Number one, I love it. It's done. I love it. Why didn't I think of this sooner? Two, gonna need more pine bark. Let me show you what I did. All right, starting from back here, you come up and you can see this walkway needs more pine bark, and where the dirt is needs pine bark. And this dirt area over here with the red trash can, while we're right here, tap the like, thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. I'll talk more about that in a little bit. I'm going to leave that dirt area because the dogs love digging and rolling around, and that can be their spot. So I will just pine bark this little area here. All right, but here we come to the good stuff. This is the new entrance to the, I don't know what it's called, place. You know, the butterfly haven. All the pots, well, there's some pots still here, but not as many, are gone over there, and I put in a little butterfly garden. Not that my whole yard's not a butterfly garden, but this is my chair side butterfly garden. You can see my chair still has dirt. There's Ray. Hi, Ray. Hi, baby. So what I put in here is some balloon milkweed that I had in pots, the swamp milkweed that I bought from Sweet Bay, and one that I had bought from the Nectary, some pentas that I grew myself. There's a red one up front. The one back there is not blooming right now, but it's pink. Some rudbeckia that I grew from seed. This little pot right here has I should be specific, I can't talk, Rudbeckia hirta right here, and when those get bigger, then I'll actually plant them in. And then for the maypop, look, I built a little mound, and I surrounded it by pieces of wood, so it's raised up, and all the roots for the maypop are in there, and it shouldn't affect the vine terribly. So I'm excited to see how that goes. So let me stand back this way and see. I mean, it's nothing like spectacular looking because nothing's really like grown in. But to me, it's so much better than all those random plastic pots. I moved some of my clay pots right here. There are seeds in those, so we just have to wait for them to grow. And you know what else? I didn't plant one wildflower, but there's time. That'll come. It'll all get done, and there will be new things to do. That's what I love about butterfly gardening. Hey y'all, it's dark. This is what I was talking about. It's Monday morning, 7 in the morning. You know how we come out and walk through my garden? Well, look how dark it is. So I'm still going to do a walkthrough in the dark, and just so you can see. If they do the time change, then it'll be later in the morning, but it'll be darker after work. And actually, I prefer it to be lighter after work because I have more time. So anyway, let's go see what my garden looks like at 7 in the morning when it's pretty dark. You can still see the pop of yellow for sure. And I know you're probably tired of me talking about those, but I think my flash is on. Is my flash on? Yes, my flash is on, so it's lighting the path. It's lighting our way. Why doesn't everybody have these? Oh, look, there's a hummingbird moth. Why aren't these in garden centers? If you saw this giant profusion of color, wouldn't you buy that thing? I'm pretty sure though, because mine had to be very mature. This has been in the ground since I put in my wetland garden, and it's just now blooming, and hopefully it's going to last for a while. But it's a full-size plant, so you would have to have it like in a 10-gallon pot, but I would buy that. Would you buy that? Let me know in the comments. Because it's so funny how, like, I'll talk to Catherine and plants will sit there, like the scarlet rose mallow. I mean, you saw how gorgeous that red flower was. Look how pretty my new spot is. And nobody buys them until they flower. When they're flowering, people buy them because they just don't really know what they are. That's kind of a little bit of what I am hoping my channel will do, is show you what some of these plants look like as they bloom in my garden, since I'm collecting sample plants of every native Florida wildflower I can find. And then you guys will know what to buy, whether it's blooming or not at the time. You'll get to see what it will look like. So keep watching and keep hanging out with me, and I promise I'll show you everything 100 times as it blooms. Look at that. I have my dog brush on my bench. I'll sit here and brush the dogs. That way their fur blows around the garden and birds can use it in a nest and it's not in my house. Just a little side note. This back pathway, I think, is definitely not as pretty as the front pathway, but I still see the weed patch is still there. That's gonna die soon, actually, but I still want to put pine bark down there. I only have a few spots of pine bark to do. Here's the back side of my wildflower garden that is still, a lot of it is in pots. We're just not going to talk about that. Look at that big clump of moss. What are you doing in there? This is a Florida thing. Frostweed. Beautiful. Grows kind of wonky. Look at it. It's beautiful. Notice Ringo isn't out here. It's just Ray and Coco. You know what's funny about that? Ringo is not... Look, there's my big pan from the thrift store. I still have to do something with that. Ringo is not a morning dog. Not at all. He sleeps in. He is so hard to wake up. But then at night, he takes forever to fall asleep. My wind chimes. So pretty. I love those. All right, I'm going to go in and get ready to go work. Thanks for walking with me. Hey, you guys, it is Monday after work, and I have the best, funniest story to tell you. So I'm driving home from work. I just pulled in my driveway, and my phone a friend from last year who has the huge pipe vine growing in her yard calls me and says, I got 2 caterpillars. She climbed the tree. When I saw her at work this morning, she told me, she goes, I know there's still caterpillars up there because I still see the frass. And I jokingly said, you're going to come home and find me in your backyard up in the tree looking for them. So I guess she went home today after work and she climbed the tree and she found 2 caterpillars and she put them in an Amazon box with a bunch of cuttings so that I can raise them the rest of the way. They're really, really close to pupating, but I'm going to raise them the rest of the way in the Lepidarium, and hopefully they'll, well, what I'm thinking is maybe they'll overwinter, and then I'll be able to release them in the spring. Or if not, I'll maybe be able to release them now and get a population going again in my garden. Let me show you these adorable guys. They're huge and I absolutely love them. Here's the Amazon box. Look at all the pipe vines she gave me too. So there's one sweet baby right here. I mean, look at how big. Oh my gosh. I love them. This is a polydamas caterpillar hosting on pipe vine. I'm not sure what type of pipe vine this is. Let me feel it. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's the woolly. It's not super fuzzy, but I don't care. I'll take it. Look at how cute. Look at the little feet. Look at the little feet. Oh my gosh. We are going to have a photo shoot. And oh, I just can't even. Can you tell how excited I am? Who gets this excited over caterpillars? Me. Okay, and then here is the other one. He's hanging on the stem. Look at his little face. Oh my gosh. Look at how adorable. Okay, so I'm going to go make smaller cuttings out of all of this pipe vine and get them set up in the Lepidarium. Who knows, maybe I will find some more. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, you guys. Okay, y'all, I've got them all settled into the Lepidarium. Let's go have a quick little tour. Wait till you see all the little cute, adorable caterpillars that I have in there. It's incredible for this time of year, especially with how few butterflies I've been seeing. So here's a full view of the Lepidarium. And we'll start over here with the maypop. There is one little golf fritillary caterpillar left on here. He's right there. And then behind it is a privet senna that has a jay hanging queen, and a sulfur caterpillar. And then we have the tower of chrysalides. These are all swallowtails. Do not put anything but swallowtails in these little pocket protectors. Right next door are the new guys. And you can see one of them right there. Oh my gosh, I am so thrilled to have these guys. You just, the other one, I'm not sure where he is, but I'm not going to disturb them. They've kind of been through a lot. They were yanked out of a tree on their vine and then organized into here. But I have 3 kombucha bottles. Yay, my favorite kombucha. Filled with cuttings, and the other caterpillar is in there somewhere. Moving right along, just hatched tiny baby. Like, they're so tiny it won't even focus. These are, I believe, zebra longwing baby caterpillars. And the reason I say I believe is because they're so tiny. But the eggs were all together on one little stem. You can see there's still another egg right there. And usually when they're all clustered together, that's the sign of a zebra longwing, as opposed to a Gulf fritillary that just lays 1 egg here and 1 egg there. And then right next door, there are some giant milkweed cuttings. There are, look right there. Peek. There are 2 queens left munching. The rest of them are all jay hanging. Oh, he says, I'm going to continue munching right now. And here's the other one. And then right above is a giant swallowtail. This guy is huge. This guy is going to be doing a big purge very soon and pupating, and he's on a wild lime cutting. There's also a smaller one right here. Hello, baby. I raised both of these guys from an egg. I raised all of these. Let me think. Yes, I raised all of these guys from eggs except for the polydamas swallowtail that I just got. And then hanging in the wild lime there is another jay hanging queen. And then up at the top of the enclosure is Eastern black swallowtail chrysalides. That one already eclosed. These 2 are together. And then there's a queen. There's a Gulf fritillary getting ready to jay hang. There's another queen. So, oh wait, we can't leave this one out. I have 1 monarch chrysalide, just 1. And I just hope it comes out super healthy. Is that not fabulous? It's almost too much adorable. It's almost too much adorableness. Like, I can't even stand it. I just want to just keep taking pictures and taking pictures. Of these guys. I just want to keep taking pictures and taking pictures. So I'm gonna go take some more pictures. Hey y'all, it is Tuesday after work and I've got something spectacular to show you. This plant right here is blooming and it's gorgeous. So let's follow it on up. You can see one bloom there. Look at that. This is an aster, the Georgia aster you just read. But it's different than a lot of the other asters because its little purple petals are like a lot longer. And the deep purple, I mean, look at this. So it's kind of sprawly. So I think I'm going to stake it up a little bit. And look at all the other buds. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to go stake it up a little bit. And then we'll be back. You guys, the butterflies and the caterpillars are still the best. I mean, 100%. Since the season has slowed down a lot, I'm really missing them. But all these new native wildflowers and just experiencing their blooms for the first time, it's right up there. It's not quite up there with the butterflies and caterpillars, but it's pretty close. And it's so fun to come home from work and just go and see, you know, what's flowering and if there's something new. And I've got so many new native wildflower plants that, I don't know, it's fun. I'm loving it. I am loving it.